I don't want to say that doing 15 push-ups is hard, but there's a little part of my brain that whenever I do more than 10 push-ups in a row, it's going like, hey, your pecs are going to fly off your chest like any moment now. And so even though I've done many, many sets of push-ups that are, over 50 reps, when I'm doing these sets back to back and I'm trying to minimize the break time and I'm just trying to get, 10 sets done, something about it is just like, oh yeah, your chest is going to explode as soon as I'm at 15 reps. As soon as I'm doing more than 10 reps, it's just a habit. It's actually just a mental thing. It's kind of funny because if you've never done drugs, you don't have a problem staying away from drugs because you don't do drugs. But me, I had a problem with drugs for a long time. And so I have to be really precautious about not putting myself in certain scenarios. There's people I know, I can't hang out with them anymore. There's places I can't go anymore. I don't go out drinking anymore. I haven't done that in like 6 years. I can't do that stuff because I am a problem. But somebody who hasn't done that, they don't have that. Like there's guys, high rep calisthenic athletes, they'll do 100 push-ups in a row. They'll just go freaking nonstop, one rep after another, not even taking any break time, just like I'm doing here, right? But instead of 15 push-ups, they're doing 100 push-ups or more. And for them, it's like, I've been here before. This is territory. This is ground that I've walked on. I'm used to this. For me, I'm used to doing 15 push-ups in a row. So when I do more, there's a little part of me that's like, we got to be careful because this is uncharted territory. And that's a good place to be. That's where we grow the most. I think I talked about this in the last video, but I truly believe at this point that I have been limiting myself by limiting myself. I mean, that saying it like that should be obvious, but by limiting myself to doing only 10 push-ups per set, because I have a fast recovery after that and it's kind of easy, I'm not going to grow as much. And so even a small increase doing 5 push-ups more per set, it looks small. It's a it's actually a 50% increase in my output. Instead of doing 100 push-ups a day, I'm doing 150. And that's nice. Not only is the tally going up quicker, but, and this is me being a little delusional, I feel like I'm already getting bigger. Isn't that funny? I feel like I've already put on muscle mass. It's only been like 4 or 5 days. But I look at myself today, I was looking at my chest and I'm looking straight down at my chest and I just flexed my pecs and I'm seeing striations. I'm like, dude, these push-ups are freaking doing it. Like the growth, it's really about the intensity. You want good intensity in your lifts. You don't want to be lazy about it. I was thinking about this just recently, but I don't know who said this. It's a quote that goes something like, the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. And I really like to believe that because if you are super on point, attention to detail, right? You're doing everything by the book. You're going to do everything by the book. And how do I explain this? There's a really good painting. Maybe I'll put it on screen. It's called Sunday Gardening. And it is from 1961. And it's a painting of these 2 guys' front lawns. They're neighbors. And one of them is super organized. He's working on the garden. He's got freaking laser focus, right? Trimming his hedges. His grass is perfectly cut. Even his dog is like watchful and it's like on point. And then his neighbor, he hasn't trimmed any of the hedges. He's got like messy everything. The grass is long. The dog is freaking asleep. He's asleep on the porch with a newspaper over his face. His house is all dirty. The other guy's house is all orderly. And the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. If you really commit yourself, if you're passionate about life, you're going to do great wherever you are. But if you freaking hate yourself, like, it doesn't matter where you are, you're going to annoy people. Like, people are going to annoy you. No matter what you're doing where you are, you'll never find any peace. And that's really sad. And I can say that because I was like that for a long time. I was, obsessive, compulsive, just like everything had to be my way. And because I'm not the author of the universe, I was never really satisfied with where I was. But accepting the grace of God and this gift that life is, it's completely changed my life to the point where I'm content wherever I am. Now, sometimes my emotions conflict with that, right? Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I get sad. I feel depressed. But the way I react to it has changed. So I no longer seek an instant solution to these problems. When I get angry, I don't instantly lash out. Now, that's not to say I haven't said things out of anger, but it is to say, like, we have a choice in the way we act, right? It's not all like just things happening to us and we respond. We respond to things. You don't have to, return insult for insult. The Bible says don't do that. It says return compliment for insult. Return good for evil. Don't return evil for evil. We're meant to be good. And so even something for me like doing a little bit more push-ups, it's really motivating because it really feels like uncharted territory. And already I feel like I'm growing. I feel like my mind is expanding a little bit to the possibilities, because now it's not just like, oh, I could do 15 push-ups. I don't need to do just 10 push-ups. I could do more push-ups per set. I get more push-ups done in less time. Not less time, but if it takes me the same amount of time to do 100 push-ups as it does 150, that's a win. And this is something that I've really had on my mind lately, is kind of putting myself in these challenging areas. I had a comment that I left. I left it on one of Vincent's videos, but I started dancing recently, like last year. And I'm no good at dancing, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I've been dancing for about 6 months. And I think I might have talked about this, but either way, I've been meaning to learn how to dance for a while now. And it started because I wanted to learn how to get more agile on my feet. I train some martial arts. I haven't been training them like in quite a while, but I've done Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, wrestling, and I'm kind of flat-footed. I'm not really an athlete. I'd never claim to be an athlete, but I like what I do and I'd like to get better at it. And so one of my buddies who I train Muay Thai with, he's really good at throwing like spinning kicks and really cool stuff. And I was like, man, how do you do that? Because a couple people told me like, hey, if you really want to learn that stuff, you should talk to him. I was like, hey, bro, what should I do? And he said, how I got this is actually salsa dancing. He said, I started taking salsa dancing, and after like 3 months, my footwork just changed. He was lighter on his feet, rotating became way easier. Everything about like throwing spinning kicks and taking angles, it got easier and it got more intuitive. And it's because he was working on his footwork while he was salsa dancing. And so at that moment, I was like, I don't know if I'll do salsa dancing. I got no idea where to look for that even, but I'll keep it in my mind. And I was kind of praying about it. And then last year, another buddy of mine, he was like, hey, you should check out this swing dancing thing. And I'm like, you know what? It's kind of far, but I'll check it out. I actually had other plans that night, but I was like, hey, I'm doing this freaking swing dancing. He actually, he was like, hey, if you don't want to go to that other thing, you should come here. And I was like, that's awesome. Free swing dancing lessons. Sign me up. I started dancing. And what I like about swing dancing is it's actually a partner dance with a lead and a follow. So usually the guys are the follows and the girls are the leads. And so like once a week I get to dance with like 30 pretty girls. Like what is to complain about that? That's like the best thing in the world. And yeah, so I started doing that and I suck at it. But I've been learning. And now 6 months into it, I can kind of just take what I've learned and put a little twist on it, put a little Yvonne twist on it. What can I do differently? I like that. I like it because it's completely uncharted territory for me. It's a skill I just don't have. And man, it's hard, but you get better at it. And I'm no dancer, but now that I have learned the basics of swing, I know a couple different styles. I'm practicing my footwork. I'm doing the Charleston. I'm doing Balboa. I'm dancing with the ladies. Sometimes, you know what? I'm just gonna dance alone. I'll just freaking dance on the dance floor alone. I don't even mind. It's nice. I'm practicing my footwork. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work in boxing. Like this is gonna be sweet when I go back to hitting the pads or sparring. But also, like sometimes a lady will come up and she's like, hey, you wanna dance? Absolutely, miss. I will lead you wherever you wanna go. And as long as it's the dance floor, because I'm still looking to get married, I'm still looking to save myself. But it's nice. It's really nice to just learn a new skill, challenge myself a little bit. Even with the push ups. The push ups, come on, guys, it's 15 push ups, but I'm not used to it. So it's kind of hard. I've also, maybe it's because I've been doing the deadlift every day. I've just been feeling motivated lately to do more. And so the deadlifting, I suck at deadlifting, but on Instagram, I've been posting one, video deadlift every day, and I'm on like day 19 or something. So that's another skill. That's another skill that I really suck at, but I'm challenging myself. I'm learning a little bit, and it's just nice. I love it. I love it. I'm really bad at it, but I'm getting better. And maybe one day it won't be such a weakness. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.